This is Bob from RBC Gunsmithing again. This is the CZ241 disassembly video. We just took the breech bolt out, and the next thing that you can do is take out the link. This is the link that goes between the plunger follower on the action spring and the back of the breech bolt. It actually slides in there like that. So inside of the gun, it's going to look like this when everything is assembled. Okay, so there's where that comes together. So we've removed that link. Now the magazine well door comes out. You slide it back, and then you put just a little bit of upward pressure on it, and out it comes. Okay. The next thing that you can take out is this spring on the left side of the receiver, and this spring controls the location of the first round that you put in the magazine well. So when you load a round into the magazine well, you push it forward with your finger. That spring is actually the click that you're going to hear when you push the shell in. You're going to hear that spring clicking behind the rim, the case rim. So what you need to do to get this part out is you need to get a small screwdriver and slip it underneath there, down at this end. There we go. You want to pop it out of this slot, this groove that it's in, and boy, I make that look easy, don't I? And you need to move it forward until it lines up with that little head there. Then once that lines up, then you come back to this side. Well, I thought we could just push it through. Typically I take them out this side. Let's see if it goes out that way. Nope, it doesn't want to. So you'll typically take it out this side. There it comes. And so there's the spring. Now that we've done that, you'll want to come in here with your finger and depress this plunger at the front of the shell elevator. Okay, so I'm gonna push that plunger in, and then I'm gonna let the shell elevator come up. Okay, so the shell elevator is way up, higher than it ever would be. But the reason I did that is because there's a spring in here that you want to take as much pressure off of as you can before you drive the pins out. Okay, so you have one cross pin here that is the detent for this door. You'll hear it go click click on that door, kind of hold that magazine cover in place when it's inside of the gun. And then the other pin that's equivalent in size actually goes through the spring and the shell lifter in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something underneath here. I'm going to get a punch out, and we're going to take that pin out. We're going to drive it out. Doesn't take much. They built these things like well, I won't say a Swiss watch. I guess they built them like a Czech watch because they're Czechoslovakian. So, okay, so there's the pin, and keep control of things, because when it comes out, that spring is still going to want to pop just a little bit. Okay, so there's the spring. That's the orientation of it inside of the gun. And then here's the shell lifter. Now, a lot of people try to compare these when they see them, and not a lot of people even know about the CZ241, but a lot of people try to compare them to a Browning Auto 5, and nothing could be further from a Browning Auto 5 than a CZ241. The CZ241 is a design all of its own, and there's nothing about it that's similar to the Browning Auto 5. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get out a punch and knock out the pin that retains the plunger and the spring. and then that will complete the disassembly that I need to go through today to glue these parts. At some point I may make a more detailed disassembly video that takes apart the breech bolt and the trigger group. I may possibly do that tomorrow if I have time, but for right now my goal was to help out a gentleman who's really needed some assistance with disassembly on these for quite a while, so I wanted to get this video done for him, and hopefully this will do what he needs it to do, and then we'll go further as needed. There we go. Now we want to get in there and keep control of the plunger. There's our pin, and then our plunger and spring should come right out of there. There's our plunger. It's a really neat machined part. And there's our spring. Okay, at some point I'll come back and we'll do a little bit more on the internal guts. But that's as far as we're going to go for now. Thank you.